In this super loud, kind of chaotic world of online content, one creator built a massive global brand not by shouting, but by whispering. This is the story of Sadia Badiei and her wellness phenomenon, Pickup Limes. We're going to dive into how she built this incredible, gentle empire, and more importantly, what you can actually take away from her unique playbook. And honestly, that's it. That's the whole key right there. This single idea really captures her entire philosophy. It's not about aggressive marketing or, selling some impossible dream. It's about creating a space that's so calm and so welcoming that people just naturally want to be a part of it. So here's the game plan for how we're going to break this all down. We'll kick things off with a calm creator economy that she pretty much pioneered. Then we'll get into the core invitation of her brand, dissect her amazing tactics of tenderness, and see how it all comes together. And you're definitely going to want to stick around because at the end, we'll boil it all down into 5 actionable lessons in the Pickup Limes playbook. All right, so let's jump right in. Section 1, the calm creator economy. This really gets to the heart of what makes her approach so revolutionary. I mean, in an industry that's all about hype, speed, and begging for engagement, her whole strategy is like this quiet rebellion. And get this, that quiet rebellion? Oh, it works. It really works. I mean, just look at these numbers. Over 5 million subscribers on YouTube alone, which has led to hundreds of millions of views. We're not talking about some small niche channel here. This is a massive global community, and it's built entirely on a foundation of tranquility. The scale is just incredible. So that's the big question, right? How in the world did she pull this off? How did she turn quiet consistency into such a powerful advantage? Well, the answer isn't some simple trick or hack. It's a deeply integrated philosophy that really starts with her own story. Which leads us perfectly into Section 2, an invitation to wellness. Because to really get the brand, you've got to understand the person behind it first. This approach wasn't some slick marketing plan she cooked up. It's a genuine, authentic extension of who she is. And this timeline, it really lays it all out. See how her journey didn't start with wanting to be a creator? Nope. It started right here, as a registered dietitian who genuinely wanted to help people. It wasn't only later, in 2017, that she started making these simple, beautiful videos. And that first big hit, it wasn't flashy or overproduced. Its magic was that it just felt real, like you were hanging out with a friend for the day. And that authentic feeling, it was like a magnet for a very specific kind of person. Her audience isn't looking for the next life hack or more hustle culture. In fact, they're actively running from that stuff. They're drawn to her because she offers a real alternative: simplicity, balance, and a sense of order. She's basically created this digital sanctuary, a little corner of peace online. So, okay, how did she actually create that feeling? How do you bottle that? Well, that brings us to Section 3, the tactics of tenderness. Because that feeling of calm you get watching her stuff, that is no accident. It's the result of a very deliberate, very consistent, and just beautifully executed strategy. Now, the really cool thing to see here is how all these pieces fit together, like a puzzle. It all kicks off with that aesthetic consistency, that signature look and feel. Then she layers in storytelling through routine, turning something as simple as making breakfast into a mindful moment. She delivers it all with slow pacing for emotional retention and wraps it all up by making sure every new thing she does is mission-led. It all just works. Okay, let's just double-click on that first tactic, aesthetic consistency, because it is so fundamental. This is so much more than just making things look nice. For Sadia, it's a core part of how she communicates. The muted colors, the clean spaces, the soft lighting, it's like the whole vibe is sending a powerful message before she even says a word. This is a place of peace. All right, so this all feels great, but how do you make money from calm? How does this all translate into an actual business? That's what we're digging into in Section 4. We're going to look at how she built this gentle empire by turning that feeling of trust into a sustainable business that always feels like a service, not a sale. And this right here is just genius. I like to call it the friendship funnel because, well, that's exactly what it feels like. It's a sales process that doesn't feel like one. It starts super casual, right? With a great free YouTube video. No pressure. Then maybe you pop over to her website for more. From there, maybe you download the app. And before you know it, paying for a subscription doesn't feel like a transaction. It just feels right. It's a masterclass. And this idea of trust, it's woven into every single way she makes money. I mean, think about it. AdSense only works because we trust her enough to watch the whole video. Affiliate links, you just know she actually uses the stuff. And brand deals, you hardly ever see them. And when you do, they're a perfect fit. It's always about the mission first, commerce second. Okay, and this brings us to the part you've been waiting for, the Pickup Limes playbook. We have boiled down her entire strategy into 5 powerful lessons that any of us, whether you're building a brand or a business, can actually learn from. First up, lesson number 1, your aesthetic is your retention strategy. That consistent visual identity isn't just branding, it's an emotional hook. People don't just come back for the recipes, they come back for how her content makes them feel. And that feeling is what creates incredible loyalty. Lesson 2 is a big one. Have a philosophy before you have products. Her whole mission to nourish the cells and the soul came first. Every single thing she's ever made, a video, a blog post, the app, it's all just an expression of that core idea. The what she sells is always guided by the why she started. All right, lesson 3. Your design is talking, so what is it saying? For Pickup Limes, that minimalistic look isn't just for show. It's a statement. Those clean visuals are screaming clarity, focus, and peace without ever making a sound. Lesson 4. This one is all about patience. Trust takes forever to build, but it pays off big time when you protect it. She played the long game. She spent years just giving away amazing value for free. So when she finally did offer a paid product, her audience was all in, because that trust was already rock solid. And that brings us to our final lesson. Forget chasing viral hits. Go for a deep connection instead. She wasn't trying to create the next big meme. She was focused on building a real, meaningful relationship with the people who were already listening. And guess what? That loyal crew became her most powerful engine for growth. So, at the end of the day, what did she really build? In a digital world that can feel so overwhelming, she proved that you don't have to be the loudest voice in the room to be heard. She created more than content. She built a home, a quiet, safe corner of the internet for millions of people. And so I'll leave you with this one big question to think about. Whatever it is you're building, a business, a personal brand, a community, ask yourself this: what is the core feeling you are inviting people into? Because as the Pickup Limes playbook shows us, that invitation, well, that might just be the most powerful strategy of all.